Hi, this is your Aspire to Do for assignment 006. We are going to use an online simulation and look at force and motion. So what you want to do is, if it hasn't already taken you to the simulator, go ahead and click here on motion. And I just want to explain a few things you will see here. So you're going to exert a force, meaning you're going to apply a force, this is you, onto this object and all you have to do is bring your mouse and push on it, right? And that will stop it. So some of the things you can do up here, let's see, does it write on this? No. So up here at the top, you can add values. You can add masses. Remember, mass is how heavy something is. And the way we're going to look at how the motion is, you can actually look at the speed. The speed would be telling us something about motion. And then if you want to reset things, and if you don't want those on, that's fine. It's just a little hard to tell what's going on. And then you can use this arrow, this round arrow, to reset things. And you'll always have to re-click those if you want those on. All right, so let's look now down at the bottom. You have a refrigerator, you have a box, you have a little person, you have a big person, you have a trash can, and you have a mystery box. I am going to go ahead and click those. All right, and it shows you that these objects have different masses. So instead of pounds, the masses are in kilograms, and we don't know about this mystery box. And how it works is you can just take an object, put your mouse on it, click it over here, add it, and so now instead of 50 kilograms on the skateboard, you have 100. And what you can do is apply a force. Now, if you see there's an arrow, that arrow means as it gets bigger, that means the more the force. And you can see that number in the middle of the arrow is growing. So there's a little force, there's a big force. All right, let me go ahead and stop that. All right, down here where it says newtons, when we talk about newtons, newtons is what a unit of measure we use to talk about force. So unless there's a name behind something, it's just a number. So for example, I could say I drove my car at 10, but 10 doesn't tell me anything. I would put the word miles per hour that gives the 10 meaning. So for example, 10 pennies, 10 quarters, $10, 10 $1,000 bills. So you can see when you put a word behind a number, it gives it some sort of meaning. So in this activity, I really just want you to play around with the force that you're exerting on the objects and then looking to see what happens to the motion. And again, the motion would be what you see in the speed. So we're looking at force and mass and the effect it has on speed. So again, you can put any of these objects on here. Now just know you can only put 2 objects at a time, or 3 objects. If you put a 4th object, something gets kicked off. And then again, to reset there. So what I want you to do is I just want you to play around and just get a feel for what's happening with force, mass, and speed. And then when you're all done playing with that, you're going to go back to I did I put a survey in the Aspire to Do, and I want you to summarize what you discovered from this activity. All right, hit me up with questions.